Hi, everyone. This is Emilia from Love in 5D New Earth. And today, one of our very successful clients, Ellen, is joining us to talk about how she attracted sacred partnership love. Thank you for coming, Ellen.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here and so excited to share my story if it brings hope to others out there who are looking for the same thing.
Yes, I'm so excited too. So tell us a little bit about you, your business, what you do, who you are in the world.
Yeah, I'm a music therapist and I'm a transpersonal psychologist. And my bigger story is that I'm an empath and I came out of a coma to music when I was 12 and chose to use music for healing. So I use sound bowls and meditation and music and frequency and oils, all these things to kind of have my business of helping people connect to something greater. That's what I do for a living. So,
That's awesome. And what was the problem that you had
yeah.
before joining our program?
So before finding you and joining the program, my husband of 20 years asked me for a legal separation for financial reasons and then told me he wasn't in love anymore. And I decided to divorce him and realized along that process that he had a lot of narcissistic tendencies and was really using his kind of control and power over me to keep me in a small space. So when I found you, I was looking to expand my sense of self and also heal all the patterns that had been created in a 20-year marriage and relationship. So that's why I came to you, because I needed to heal that part of myself. I wasn't looking necessarily to find love at that time. I was looking to heal.
Hmm. Thank you. And why did you choose to join our program specifically over any other program out there?
Actually, specifically, it was because I saw interviews and I saw some success stories of other clients that had been working with you. I saw your energy. I really connected with your energy on the video. And I signed up for your meetup because you had kind of a local meetup about recovering from narcissistic abuse. It took me a long time to realize I had endured narcissistic abuse. Um, but when I realized it, I wanted to seek out why. Why was I drawn to this person? Why was I don't want to recreate this for myself. How do I heal from it? So it was the videos that really got me, actually. I loved the videos and hearing you talk.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Thank you. And was there anything else in particular about my program that really helped you?
Yeah, when I was looking into the program, I noticed that you had kind of a very structured way that you were working with people. And I like that it was bringing women together that were like me, that were dealing with something similar to this. So I like the platform. I like that you met over Zoom and that I could kind of follow your coursework on my own and look through the book and workbook and work through things on my own. I really love that. And I love the collective energy of groups coming together. So it wasn't something I was doing on my own. And in a way, I was doing it on my own, but then I had this accountability with the other people in the group. So
Oh,
that's what drew
awesome.
me to you. That's totally what drew me into the program. I loved it.
And why was it so effective?
So I think for me, when I think about what was going on, I am a spiritual being. So I was already trying to do spiritual work and bring in oils to kind of work through. And then you just brought the healing. It was it was this moment when I realized that I couldn't change patterns without actually looking at the past. And part of what I worked through with you was looking at past relationships to recognize that this was a family dynamic. This was a pattern that had been set up for me and I didn't know any better. And also I was able to recognize very specific things that my ex was doing that was actually harmful that I had accepted for so long. And having me write it out and actually see things that had happened in real life that I had to look at on paper, then I realized that yes, there was something going on. I was being held down. I was being controlled. I wasn't being celebrated for who I was. I wasn't even being been appreciated. I was shut out. I didn't have a seat at the table in that relationship. So it helped me to recognize the potential as well, what could be, because you also had us dive into visualizing and seeing what we wanted, and releasing that which no longer served us, so that we could invite in something more beautiful.
Yes. And as a result of implementing the program, what was the outcome?
So yeah, I never expected such amazing things to come out of this work with you. And what came out of it in the end was we finished the program. I went through, I think it was several months. It was several, like right in depth into the workbook. I did several months of kind of working through that with you. And then I got to a point where we graduated. We all received, we graduated, we went through it, we were done, and I continued my work with you monthly. And what happened at the point when I graduated, I started to see opportunity, and I started to value myself more. I started to see the value that I actually held, and I recognized that I am a queen. I have so much to give. So as a result of that, I decided to take your visualization to the next level and do this map of what I wanted. This man map. It's not a man map, but it was a conscious relationship map. And my boyfriend and I laugh about it now. He's really my partner. We laugh about it because he says, "Oh, it's your man map." So I created this map of all the things that I wanted in a relationship, and that I was going to let go of all of it and just write down everything to the detail: physical attributes, relationship with money, spirituality, everything. And little did I know, he was doing this abundance challenge on his own through the Deepak Chopra thing. So he was doing an abundance challenge. He wrote a kind of a map for his life too at the same time. And then a month later from writing that, 2 weeks after having another clearing with you, another meeting with you, I met him on a full moon with electric waves in San Diego. Everything about it was magical in the middle of quarantine. This man that just materialized in my life. And by date 3, I showed him the map, and I remember we were laughing about it. We'd spent the whole weekend together because just the moment we met, it was just instant connection. And he said, "I'm that man." I'm everything on that list. And he is, and he continues to step up to the plate every single time. We've been together 9 months now. So.
That's amazing. And how has your life changed since achieving this outcome? And I want you to kind of talk about the kids and the family and the moving and the business and what it means to have that like sacred partnership support as you're building your business, as you're building your spiritual business as an empath, as a spiritual healer, as a spiritual worker on the planet.
Yeah, it's been everything. So this man celebrates who I am. He appreciates me. And that's given me so much courage and confidence in being a mom and being in business. And one thing as a mom that it's done for me, I remember one day I was having a hard day with kids, and we had taken them to this amazing excursion together, and they were kind of grumpy because they were tired. We got home and he said, "Babe, they've never seen the magic that you can do. They've never seen you in your element. Why don't you bring out your crystal bowls, bring out the music, and lead them through an experience that you do?" And he said, "You take a nap, take a little nap, and I'm going to set up your bowls, and I'm going to create the space for you." And so I came out from my nap, and he had set everything up and lit, like started diffusers and laid down the mats for the kids, put my bowls there. And I led them all, including him, through a circle. And it was just beautiful because it gave such a depth to my relationship with my children so that they could see more of what I do. And in my business, it's been everything. So now I'm not afraid to be me. Unapologetically. I'm not changing myself. I'm not people pleasing. I'm not giving up my energy in exchange for someone else's anymore. I'm not giving up what I want in exchange for someone who tells me what they want. I'm saying, this is what I want. And so he steps beside me and gives me that strength and that encouragement and celebrates me. It's just beautiful. So sacred partnership, I feel, changes everything. It changes everything. But it starts with a love for yourself and a recognition. And that's what the work with you helped me to do. Recognize myself, love myself, see what the value that I hold so that someone else would see it too and hold it sacred. Because, like you taught me, if you're truly in a sacred partnership, you want each partner wants the other to be in their full power. I remember you
Yeah.
said that to me, and that was so impactful. And that is what I have now. And it affects everything. It even affects where I live and how I live. And the energy of the space is so light and open and clear. Whereas before in the other place, it was so oppressive and heavy, very different. My children talk about it now. They come into this house, it's so much more open and light.
Wow, that's amazing. Where do you think you would be right now if you hadn't taken action and
Oh,
joined our program and done work with me?
I think I would still be in that place of searching and not understanding. I'd probably be in a place of confusion as to why I couldn't get out of the rut, why I couldn't manifest love, why I might be in a place of uncertainty, confusion, uncertainty, probably fear, because a lot of what I did with you was releasing that fear of the unknown and trusting and surrendering. And I remember as part of it with, using the oils in
Hmm.
conjunction with your program, that helped me have a daily practice that I could continue to release and surrender and trust. So I would ask questions, where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say and to whom? And I would use these oils like valor to give me strength, joy to bring me hope and love, white angelica to protect me, harmony, release. All these oils would just anchor your work throughout the day so that I wasn't just learning it and leaving it. I was learning it and living it.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. That's so great. You did such an amazing job. So, if there's anyone watching that might be on the fence about booking a call to speak with us about joining our program, what would you say to them?
I would say call. I said it's the best investment I made. I remember at the time thinking, I'm going through this divorce. I don't know if I have enough money. And I remember telling my parents about it. I remember saying, I really think this is going to help me to understand and really move through this. Came at the perfect time. It's an investment worth every penny. It changes your life. And my life is not just a little different now. It's 360 degrees different. It's if I had told myself a year ago that I would be here now, I would never have believed it. And that is the truth. And honestly, Neil says that too. He says, I cannot believe that this is my life. Like, this is amazing. I don't even know where you came from. He still says to me, he said last night, you're the greatest thing in my world. And it's just beautiful. I mean, we recognize what we have and that it's very, very special. And I know we wouldn't have found it if the work hadn't been done first. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you, Ellen, so much for coming and sharing. And I am so happy that you have got your sacred partnership.
I
Great
do.
work. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. This was a really beautiful journey, and you were so key and crucial to all of it. It's been beautiful, and I'm so thankful to you.
Thank you, Ellen.